you killed somebody that meant a lot. Give a about you laughing. This sir, coward ass. You listen to me.
Yeah, I killed her, he confessed on a 911 call. His voice chillingly calm as he admitted to murdering his wife. Courtrooms are meant for order, but when killers face justice, chaos often erupts. Today we dive into 3 chilling cases: William Demby Jr., Joshua Skolman, and Ali Abolabin, where murderers' brazen confessions and courtroom outbursts turn trials into battlegrounds of grief and rage. These stories aren't just about crime. They're about the raw collision of pain, defiance, and the search for justice. Firstly, William Demby Jr., a husband's chilling confession. August 11, 2010, Elyria, Ohio, near Cleveland. William Demby Jr., 45, a former Lorain County Corrections officer, was married to 33-year-old Holly Demby for nearly 6 years when a domestic dispute turned deadly. Demby stabbed Holly to death in their home after she locked herself in an upstairs room and attempted to escape through a window. He then made a chilling 911 call. "Yeah, I killed her," casually, adding, "my wife, my ex-wife," and even cracking a joke during the conversation, showing eerie apathy.
Yeah, I killed her.
You killed her?
Yeah.
Who did you
No,
kill?
I sent somebody. My wife. My ex-wife.
In court at Lorain County Common Pleas, Demby admitted his guilt. On August 11, 2010, I killed my wife, Holly. I had no right doing what I did. Obviously, I wasn't thinking. I was in a place where I had no control over my actions. I can explain it, but he shifted blame to Holly's mother, Cheryl, saying, "Shame on you, Cheryl, for raising her poorly." The courtroom erupted with an audience member shouting, "You stabbed her 8 times. You cold-blooded expletive killer." Demby's rampage spilled into the hallway, where he continued shouting, "I'm not going to stand." Holly's family expressed their heartbreak. "Our Holly was taken from her son and our family and friends because of one man's violent acts." Ohio's murder statute, Ohio Revised Code 2903.02, defines intentional killing as murder, carrying 15 years to life. Demby's attorney claimed a fit of rage, but the judge, unconvinced by his partial remorse, acquitted him of aggravated murder, lacking proof of prior calculation, but convicted him of murder, felonious assault, and domestic violence. He was sentenced to 20 years to life, eligible for parole after 20 years. Holly, a beloved wife and mother, left behind a devastated family and a son who'd never know her fully. Demby's courtroom blame game turned justice into a spectacle of denial. Education. Domestic disputes can escalate to murder. Recognizing signs of control and violence saves lives. Laws. Ohio Revised Code 2903.02 governs murder with 15 years to life for intentional killing. Breach. Demby stabbed his wife Holly to death during a domestic dispute. Consequences: 20 years to life for murder, felonious assault, and domestic violence. Next, Joshua Skolman, a racist prison killer's rant. 2022, Green Bay Correctional Institution, Wisconsin. Joshua Skolman, 40, already serving life for a 2006 Milwaukee drunk driving crash that killed 4, including 3 children, added to his body count. In a racially motivated attack, Skolman stabbed 25-year-old black inmate Timothy Neighbors Jr. to death with a homemade knife etched with a swastika. He then attempted to kill another black inmate, Lamont Washington, who survived. At his April 29, 2024 sentencing in Brown County Circuit Court, Skolman's behavior was unhinged. Victim impact statements fueled his rage. Neighbor's father said, "You put my family and my people through an immense pain that we'll never get over. My life will never be the same." Skolman's lawyer blamed genetic mental illness. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia. "We recognize mental illness." But Skolman interrupted, denying it. "First of all, I don't have mental illness. I don't have a mental defect." He ranted about being a weapon. "I am a weapon that I was meant to be." Weapon does not ask questions, does not feel remorse.
First of all, I don't have mental illness. I don't have a mental defect. All right? You guys have the mental illness. You have the mental defect. All right? I am connected to what my gods and my goddesses meant to me to be. I am a weapon that I was meant to be. I've been fashioned this way for my entire life.
The 4 parasites I killed back in 2006, it wasn't an accident. Calling victims parasites and himself a purifier. He showed zero remorse. The judge, horrified, walked out twice amid outbursts, later saying, "It causes one to pause and almost lose their breath." Horrific Wisconsin's first-degree, intentional homicide statute. Wisconsin Statute 940.01 mandates life without parole for premeditated murder, enhanced for hate crimes 939.645. Skolman was convicted of first-degree intentional homicide and attempted homicide, both with hate crime enhancers. Judge Donald Zudmulder sentenced him to life without parole plus 40 years. Neighbors, a young inmate with family dreams in Washington scarred for life, were victims of pure hate. Skolman's courtroom tirade turned sentencing into a chilling display of unrepentant evil. Education prison hate crimes highlight the need for mental health intervention and anti-bias programs in corrections. Laws. Wisconsin Statute 940.01 governs first-degree intentional homicide requiring life without parole. 939.645 enhancers breach. Skolman stabbed Timothy Neighbors Jr. to death and attempted to kill Lamont Washington in a racially motivated attack. Consequences: life without parole for murder, plus 40 years for attempted murder, both with hate crime. Enhancers. Lastly, Ali Abulaban, the TikTok star's double murder. October 21st, 2021. San Diego, California. Ali Abulaban, 32, known as TikTok star. Jin Kids spied on his estranged wife, Anna Abulaban, 28, via hidden cameras in their East Village apartment, catching her with friend Rayburn. Barron, 29, Abulaban burst in shooting both in the head. A neighbor's Ring camera captured the shots. Abulaban called his mother confessing, "I just found my wife cheating on me. I snapped I killed them both." To police, he lied. "I found them dead on the couch." Arrested hours later with his daughter and the gun, Abulaban faced 2 counts of first-degree murder in his May 2024 trial at San Diego Superior Court. Abulaban's outbursts disrupted proceedings. He snapped at his lawyer, "Say it again. You're out of your mind." During testimony, he mocked he created one traumatic event. When Anna's sister testified, he yelled, "Because he was upset I was out hanging out with them. He wanted me to be home." Deputies restrained him multiple times. At sentencing on September 6, 2024, Anna's family vented, "You took my sister." My best friend Abulaban gave a 10-minute apology. "I am so incredibly sorry. I was in the worst physical and mental state, a drug-induced psychosis." But he blamed Anna. "I lost the love of my life." To his daughter Amira, "When you're old enough, none of this is your fault." California's first-degree murder statute, Penn Code 187, requires life without parole for multiple murders. 190.2 jurors found special circumstances. True, Judge William Stone sentenced him to 2 consecutive life terms without parole plus 50 years. Anna, a devoted mother, and Ray, a loyal friend, were victims of jealousy. Abulaban's courtroom disruptions turned justice into a spectacle of entitlement. Education, social media fame doesn't excuse violence. Domestic abuse often escalates fatally without intervention. Laws. Cal Penn Code 187 defines first-degree murder. 190.2 life without parole for multiple murders. Breach. Abulaban shot his wife Anna and friend Rayburn Barron in a jealous rage. Consequences: 2 life terms without parole plus 50 years. 3 killers, 3 courtrooms, 3 punishments, life sentences that lock away evil, yet all share a core: crimes that broke lives, laws that define them, and consequences that tried to balance justice with pain. These cases reveal more than verdicts. They show how grief, rage, and remorse collide in public view. A statute can define murder, but it cannot measure loss. A sentence can lock away a killer, but it can't bring back a loved one. Education courtrooms are stages for human emotion where killers, reactions, defiance, tears, or collapse meet victims. Pain. Laws. Statutes like Ohio 2903.02, Windows 940.01, and Cal 187 anchor justice in law. Breach. Murders fueled by rage, hate, and jealousy. Deliberate acts that shattered lives. Consequences, life terms, and 20-year minimums. Yet no punishment undoes the grief. Subscribe and follow Red Tape Red Flag on all platforms. And don't forget to like, share, and comment.